Just coming into your body with your eyes closing, and just try to release anything that you're holding on to. Just let your body relax and just sit and rest without making any efforts here. Just let the hands rest on the legs, and that supports your upper body. Just notice your breathing. Don't change it. It might change automatically when you start to notice it, but just give it a little awareness. That pattern of expansion and contraction. I'm starting to stretch the breath, just finding a little more space for your expansive inhale, a little more space for your contractive exhale. Move the breath through the nose. I'm trying to find a nice balance between those two qualities, those two energies. In breath, out breath. We come to the end of a moon cycle. Right after class today, around 1:30, there's a new moon, which is part of a larger cycle of expansion and contraction. One of the ways that we're just not separate, that our breath expands and contracts like the cycle of the moon. The new moon corresponds to the end of the exhale, that aponic quality, that downward emptying energy. Just notice the breath a few more times. Really paying attention to that end of exhale, how that's an ending and a beginning. Nice big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, gather your hands together at your heart center, sitting up, draw in your low belly. Notice your next exhalation. And keep your low belly engaged. Take your right hand to your forehead, your left hand behind your skull. So you need your core strength a bit. And let's twist over to the right. Tall spine, add a little twist. This is a calming the fire element energy hold. Just gently hold your head. One more deep breath. Try to lengthen your spine. And then exhale, take your left hand to your heart and reach back your right arm. Again, notice any gripping, adjust as needed. One more deep breath, give it energy, expand, inhale. Exhale, soften and release back to center. And then now the head hold the other way. So, left hand to your forehead, right hand behind your skull. Inhale, just softly hold your head. Bring yourself around into easy twist. Just let this hold have a calming influence on the mind. And now taking your right hand to your heart and your left arm back, gaze back. Each pose to any degree with a non-harming attitude. And breathe deeply one more time. And exhale back to your center. Release your hands down to your legs and circle from your hips going to the right. So let this go slowly and let this be personalized. And just coming into our bodies with a little bit of flow. Let your eyes relax. Enjoy that process of circling to the right a few more times. Your own way, your own circles. Last one, maybe make it a little bigger. And come to stillness. Take a breath. Soften your face and your hands. And then circles to the left side. Non-harming, positive patterns. Just let this practice get you into your body, into the breath, right in the moment. A few more times. Maybe make your last circle around a little deeper, a little bigger, and become still. And then leaning back, it's okay if you're on a support. Just touch your toes to the floor in front of you with your knees bent to lift up your heels. Lean your spine back and let your palms face each other. Boat pose variation 1. Welcoming strength in the practice, openness, and heels down, lean forward, release. Second one, lean back, pick up your feet, knees and feet parallel, and this time palms up. Rest your feet into each other. Deep breathing, long spine. One more time, breath. Exhale, release. All the way soft through that exhale. One more variation, heart lifting, hands back, fingers forward, lean back into your elbows, and then pick up your legs. You can do either of those first two or have the legs straight. Lead with your heart, gaze to your nose or your toes. 4, give it one more breath's energy. And exhale all the way to release. And then coming back to puppy pose. So jumping back by crossing your ankles. Bring your hands forward, take your legs back. And tuck your toes. Sink your hips back, long arms, head down. Allow this pose to prepare your hands for our weight-bearing practice. Let the hands ground and spread. Draw the shoulders into the body as the arms reach long. And another deep breath. Exhale, lengthen your spine, reach your hips back. Striking cobra. Inhale, lift up your hips, bring your belly forward to release your feet, stretch your belly, and then pull back to the puppy. Several times, take your time, roll your shoulders back. Knees down, hips back, exhale. Inhale, find that extended spine. And exhale, release. One more time. Wait for your inhale energy. And release back. Then come up to table. Walking your knees a step so they're underneath your hips. And flow through cat and cow. So cow spine first. Inhale, gently reach your heart forward. Exhale, lift your belly, drop your head and tail. Flow back and forth. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Again, nose gaze. Exhale, navel gaze. And return to center. Flowing side to side, so we'll take the hips out to the right and just draw it back, stretch your low back, release to cow. Left hip out to the side, so we lengthen that left side and then cow. A few more times each way. Inhale, exhale, Inhale and exhale. Back to center, flowing from plank to downward dog. So maybe give your hands a little pick up and reset. Come up off your knees and then press back and come forward, back and forward a few times. Press the earth away. Just notice your own proportions. And now let's come back to downward dog for a stay. So I'm really spread out in my down dog. If I stay right here, so I'm gonna let my feet step in a bit. Spine of your knees bend. Let your head come down. A nice drawing upward energy in the low belly. Nice big waves of breath. One more time. Exhale, head down, weight back. Bend your knees, look between your hands, step or hop lightly forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in, curl your head to your legs. Press your feet and come up to standing. Roll your shoulders back a few times, back and down. Float up your arms, breathe in. Spread your feet and exhale to your heart center. Just take a moment to arrive on your feet. Feel the energy of your body, how present you feel in your body and your breath. I'm not judging that, but just an open perception. And let's pick up and reset our feet. Nice little stamp to establish that connection. Good. And Surya Namaskar. Without the sun, we wouldn't be here. So breathing the sun, reach up, breathe in. Reach down, breathe out. Your own degree. Halfway lift, extend your spine like the cow. Bend your knees, take your legs back, and come to Chaturanga prep. Hugging the elbows in, find if the knees come down. 3, 4, one more deep breath. Work with where you are. Inhale, press the hands, arms straight, belly forward, upward facing dog. Roll your inner thighs upward. Keep breathing. Gaze to your nose. And then bring your knees down, come to table, and then to downward dog or puppy, 5 breaths. So the whole body's involved here. Make sure your hands are open and spreading, spiraling outward energy. Goes all the way up into the shoulders. So the arms are very long, the spine is long, the head hangs down, and the legs press back. Let your gaze go towards your navel or just back between your legs. One more wave of breath. Exhale, weight back into the legs. At the end of the breath, bend your knees, look forward and spring yourself forward or just step lightly and halfway lift, inhale. Curl yourself in, exhale. Up to standing, press the feet, use the legs, rise and reach. Gaze up, still stretching that inhalation. And when you are ready to exhale, release your arms. So we have that exhale time to quiet. Inhale comes wide arms. Reach for the sun. Exhale, wide arms, reach for the earth. Be where you are with this, your knees bend as needed. Hands reach where they reach, half lift, inhale. Exhale, go back. So I'm gonna bring my hands forward a bit to make room to bend my knees. Take the other leg back first. Back to your chaturanga. Work with yourself, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, press up into your upward dog. And exhale, go back to rest in downward dog, 5 breaths. Create some sound with your breathing. Slightly louder than your own thoughts. Breathe out once more. So you lengthen your spine, weight back, bend your knees, look forward, and step or hop forward, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, journey up to standing. Float up your arms. When you're ready to release your breath, release your arms down. Feel the energy, ground the arms into the body. Coming to forward fold, feet should be hip distance apart. So folding over your hip points, bending the knees as needed. Take your arms behind your legs today and try to cross to your opposite shins. Or just hug the backs of the legs. Lengthen your spine through the top of your head. See if you can straighten your legs a bit more. Breathe one more time. And then release your hands and come to half lift. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale up. Roll back your shoulders. Exhale. Bend your knees and step side on your mat so you have room to do side to side bends. Side lunge, side lunge. Assign your own flow, establish one, press back, establish the other. Where your arms would like to be, down on the floor, on your legs, on your waist. Next time you come over to your left side, stay for a hold, come upright, and take that bent knee, side hand behind your skull. And reach out your other arm straight, draw back your fingers. Stretching the wrist. Exhale. Changing sides, bend your knee out towards your toes, hand behind the skull. Other arm, look back and draw those fingers up and back. Concentrate deeply on your balance. One deep breath. And then release to center and wide parallel feet. Inhale, reach out your arms. Exhale, weave your fingers behind or hold your elbows. Inhale, lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale into forward fold. Releasing the arms away from your back if it feels good, or just hug your elbows back there. Reach your head towards the earth. Knees are bending as needed. One more deep breath on this side. Press your feet, use that inhale to come up and back and release. Reach your arms again, breathe in. Breathe out and come take the less natural weave of your fingers or hold your elbows the other way. Long spine, lift your heart. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Just that subtle difference, balancing things out, changing the grip. Three, continue to soften into your shape, find space, release, and exhale once more. Inhale energy, come up and back. And exhale, release your arms and step your feet hip distance. Stay sideways on your mat for our moon salutation. We'll just come into quietness and stillness for a moment. Empty in quality. Try to release your thoughts as you release your breaths. And to begin, come up with the arms, shoulders down. A little side bend over to the right. And up. Exhale, side bend to the left. And inhale up. Down the center, step to goddess. So wide feet, turn out your toes, squat down. One more deep breath. Transition to triangle pose to the right. Straighten your legs. Turn your right foot out 90. Float out your arms, breathe in. Breathe out, come over and down. So in the moon salutation, just not overly striving in the poses, just find a nice medium place. Radiating from your belly center in the triangle pose. And last time. Use your next inhale that comes up and then turn your hips to face your right leg. Breathe in, long spine. Breathe out, forward fold. Release your hands to your shins or your foot. Shoulders off the ears. One more breath. Transitioning to Anjali Asana. So frame your foot, bend your knee, come to your back knee down and find that low lunge. 4, one more breath. Exhale, feel complete. Transition to Anjaneyasana on the other side of your body. So we're gonna come around to that low lunge, face the other side of your mat. Give yourself time to find the shape and then breathe into it. Is your jaw relaxed? Are your teeth separated? Exhale, open your mouth and make some sound. Inhale, tuck under your back toes, come up to Parsvottanasana. Hips squared, forward fold. Is there any gripping that you can release as you breathe out? And then open into triangle, ground your bottom hand, turn your back toes so that your hips open, radiating from the belly center, reach up and down. One more time. Let your energy bring you up and back into goddess, toes out, down the center. Breathe out one more time. Release your legs and step your feet back to hip distance. Take up your arms. Side bend over to the left. Exhale. Inhale, center. And side bend over to the right. Exhale. And then back up to center. And release. And step back to the top third of your mat. And release your hands open with the pinky side touching just out in front of your heart. So beginning a new cycle, an opportunity to invite. What are you ready for? What are you hopeful for? Just giving a little energy in that realm. And then seal it to your heart and just let your heart say whatever your mind might have just said. It really doesn't have to be anything specific, just an invitation. And let's do a dancer pose now. So you might touch the wall if you need a little support. And do an opposite reach dancer. We did this a few days ago. So bring balance into your right leg, bend your left knee, and use your right hand to catch your foot. Take a moment to work with yourself with that idea. And then leaning forward, reaching out your opposite arm. Have a nice easy attitude and also some tapas, some energy of wanting it to happen. And just one more breath, give it energy. And try to release with some control if you can. And then shift weight into your left leg. Turn around if you're using the wall. If you need that support, it's fine. And opposite reach for that back foot. Just catching the top of the foot or the ankle. Lean forward, reach out your arm. Try again if you need to. What can you soften? Don't soften your will, but soften your jaw and your heart. Enjoy one more breath, exploring and releasing, letting it be. Garudasana, hip distance feet today. Bend your knees, sink down. Take your right arm up and back, bend your elbow behind your skull. Assist it with your other arm as you do the Garudasana. Don't press on your neck. So your head is strong, it resists the arm back there, and then open up to warrior B. So big step out with your left leg, reach the arms front and back. Shoulders down, eyes front. Exhale, lean and reach, side angle pose. Inhale, Ha for sun. Exhale, Tha for moon. Make your way back to the front of your mat for the other side. Garudasana, bend your knees, hips down. Left arm up and back, bend your elbow. Assist with your other arm. Just trying to bring that elbow towards the head and the hand down the back. Once you've established your arms, then get back into open feet, hips down. Feeling fierce and impermanent. One more breath. Warrior B. Straighten your legs, arms out, step back, big lunge, gaze front. Try to breathe all the way around the rib cage. We can really associate with the front of the body without really thinking about the rest. Feel your side ribs. Feel your back ribs. Next time you breathe out, lean and reach. Garudasana, extended side angle. Shoulder off your ear so your neck is free. Gaze to your reaching hand. And one more exhale. Finish your breath. Use the inhale energy to step out and return to the top of your mat. And we'll make our way down to the earth. Inhale, sun, reach up. Exhale, earth, fold in. Inhale to that halfway, the horizon. And spread your hands, bend your knees, take your legs back. And just press up to the downward dog for a moment. And transition to your forearms. So you can bring your knees down if you need to. Come to forearms pose. And then swing your right arm in and come over to the right side. Step your left foot in front. So top leg is in front for support. And lift up your other hand, bring it behind your skull. So it encourages you to open your chest here. Garudasana variation. Hold the earth away with your forearm. One more time. Other side. It's okay if your hips are down. I didn't say that on the other side, but cross that foot in front and that gives you some nice support. Back of the skull, open your chest. You'll strengthen the whole body here. Deeply breathe, energize. And then carefully release to center and to your belly. Reach your arms and legs out. And then let's find a little swimming flow of opposite leg and arm movement. Lifting and lowering, and then the other side. Just let yourself try to relax and lift just a little bit each side, keeping that reaching energy. One more time. Reach. Other side, reach. And rest. Pull in your hands. Let's come to half frog on the right side for a nice belly grounding rest. Turn your head to the right. Slide your right knee up alongside you on the floor. So the knee and foot rest on the floor here. Cushioning is fine. And then you can curl yourself round towards the right a bit if you like, or just turn your head right. Keep steadiness in your breathing. Feel your breath and your heart slow down. Let your eyes relax. Part of our practice is drawing our senses inwardly. Take 3 breaths as slowly as you can. Really stretch them out. One more time, that expanding phase. And the releasing and contracting phase. And slowly return back to your center and over to the other side, half frog, second side. Slide up your left knee on the floor, left foot on the floor. Maybe angle torso around in that direction and turn your head the other way so we get a nice neck release. Scan your body, soften what you can. Really softening everything here. Make sure that you don't have too much pressure on your temple, so adjust your head position so your head is truly comfortable. Grounding the solar plexus at the belly center. Balancing the fire element that can be active and vibrant, but also can be hot and anxious. So just letting our bellies ground, nervous system soothed. Maybe at this point you have relaxed and softened well into the shape. Let's take those 3 really deep, slow breaths. One more time. Exhale. And then release. Back to center. Come to your seated pose with an optional flow through seated. So flowing through means the upper dog, downward dog shapes. Good to a cobra lift here. And then press up. Take care of your own body. Press back, puppy or down dog. Hips high, cross your ankles and bring your legs through. Straighten them out and fold forward. Draw back your toes. It's fine if your knees bend. Curl towards your legs like we do when we're standing. Draw the low belly in. And breathe out once more. Other direction, Purvattanasana, front stretching pose. Point your toes. Bring your hands back, fingers forward, lift your heart. Optional lifting the hips. You can stay here, activate the legs, lift up if you like. Head back or neutral. One more deep breath, inhale. And a deep breath, exhale, bring your hips down, soften your efforts. And coming into half lotus, seated or easy pose is also fine. So just come in whichever way you come in. We'll do both sides. So whichever leg is in front is furthest away from you. Pick that leg up and hold your knee, hold your foot, and go side to side. Just a little range of motion. And release your knee down, letting the inside of your foot show. So if your foot comes back to the floor, that's cool. If possible, draw your heel towards your pubic bone, and that's cool too. So right where the hand that's closest to your foot, just lay it in to the sole of your foot. The other hand in front of the knee, fingers on the floor. So this is the salute to the Buddha mudra. Just close your eyes, relax into this meditative shape. One more time, move your breath. Release your hands, hold your knees, lean back, pick up your feet. Just try to find a little balance. And exhale, legs back down. Switching sides so that your other foot is in front, furthest away from you. Sit tall, pick up your knee and your ankle, move side to side. And then soften at your hip, release your knee down, and just try to let the underside of your foot show. So that softness comes all the way from the hip to the foot, everything connected. So either on the floor or tucked up into your lap. And let that hand rest, fingers towards the heel, the other hand, fingers on the floor in front of your knee. Sit tall. Deeply breathe again. And then release your hands, lean back, pick up your legs off the floor. Finding that sacrum balance. Embryo in the womb pose, variation Garbha Pindasana. And exhale, let your legs come down carefully. Come to the back of your body, lie down. You can challenge your core as you go down if you like. By sitting up your legs and going slowly, or just lie down. Whatever you're feeling today, slide your feet in, find a nice center on your skull. Playing with eagle pose on the back today, something new. Cross your right leg over your left and pick up your feet. Cross your right elbow under your left and wrap up your hands, wrap up your arms, palms together. Just resting with this shape for beginning. One more deep breath. And just release your arms. Fingers to your temples. And we're going to try to draw the elbows and knees towards each other. Soft fingers on the side of the head. And exhale, release your head down and your arms down. Experimenting with legs in the air with the wrap or shoulder stand with the wrapped legs. So you can just stay with your legs up, wrap to some degree. Lift up your hips if that's available. Keep your skull centered. Just experiment with the eagle pose. Maybe think about when you stand and practice it. And try to recreate that action in the body. Just one more breath. Mindful release of the spine and hips, or the legs and the legs. And cross, rest your feet down. Free breath. Other side. Cross the left leg over the right. Pick up your right foot so your legs are up. Scoop your left elbow under the right. Wrap your arms. Soft, steady breathing. Once more here. As your exhale is complete, release your arms so you touch your temples gently with your fingers and lift your head up so your elbows and knees come towards each other. Mindful movement. Once more. Release your head down and your arms down. Legs up in the air, wrapped in some way. Think about that standing eagle. Lift up your hips if you would like to, other side. Some shoulder stand variation. We're trying to recreate that energy of wrapping, crossing the legs. Soften what you can. One more breath. Okay. Use your own exhale to release from where you are all the way out and uncross. And let's come to Supta Baddha Konasana for a few rounds of breath. Feet together, knees apart, long spine. And for an energy hold here, again for the fire element balance, one hand to the heart, one hand to the sacrum area. So the sacrum's in back of you, so just to the front of your sacrum, down in your low belly. Rest your eyes and your brain. The heels pressed lightly, but the rest just releases out to the side. And once more, inhale, feel yourself, feel your breath. Feel it come up to your collarbones. And then release all the way down. Squeezing out the last of that exhale into the belly. So it goes down but not out. Release your arms. Draw your knees together. And bring both legs over to the right side. Resting twist, you can make it your own favorite one, or try this two knees stacking one. So the legs want to head out 90 degrees about out of the pelvis and stack one knee over the other. And then opening away from the knees, look back. Just let yourself relax here. 8 breaths to just deeply release the spine. Beginning the process of relaxing at the finish of our practice. Letting the exhalations linger, so there's that feeling of letting go and releasing each breath. And just one more time on this side. invite your body to return to center. Just take a moment, center. Feel the feet ground, the back of the body. And then other side for the twist. So you can press up your feet, shift your hips a bit over to the side to facilitate that roll to the side. Knees coming straight out. Stack the knees. Ish is fine. Open away and relax. So when you open away, sometimes it can bring some tingling into your fingers. Just try to adjust your body so that you don't have that too much sensation over the front of your shoulder causing that. So if you're really tight in your front chest, you can actually use your opposite hand to just carefully massage that and have your palm down instead of up. Massage that, just the inside little notch at the front of the shoulder. And then just relax in a way that's gentle and doesn't bring too much sensation into all the way out into the fingers. Three more very deep and slow breaths. Last one. Now as that exhale leaves the body, just return to your back with everything. Find center. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Draw your knees or your feet down alongside the torso, taking the knees or the feet. Nice centered skull. A side to side can be a nice way of releasing here if you would like. One side and then the other. And then trying to balance and center. One more breath out. Bring your knees together and hug them to your chest. And that lengthens out the spine for us to stretch out the legs for rest. If you want to put a blanket under your head or over you just for grounding. Let your legs and arms stretch out. Nice to just scan the body and a little bit of movement just to release any gripping and holding. And then let yourself settle to stillness. The mouth can open slightly here. Sometimes I rest my top teeth on my lower lip a little bit just so the jaw's relaxed and there's a little space for the breath to come in the nose and the mouth. The breath becomes a natural, automatic process again, gradually. Especially soft are the hands and fingers. Let the body receive some rest in which to retain the benefits of the practice. Gently noticing your breathing in your heart and your body is a fine way to stay present Notice the next time your breath releases and just try to linger in that emptiness of exhale. Again, take a nice full inhale so you can have lots of space for that exhale. Just focusing on that emptying. Take your hands to your skull and just lift up your head gently, drawing your skull away from the rest of your spine, stretching your neck. And exhale, carefully put that very important thing back down. Reach out through your arms and down through your legs. Energize that reach with an inhalation. And relax as you exhale. Transitioning to your right side or your most comfortable side. Take a breath. Use your top arm and hand to bring yourself upright and come back into your easy pose or the half lotus to one side. For finishing, so something meditative and supportive. Sitting tall, just take a moment with the energy in the body, energy of the mind, energy of the heart. And then touch your thumb to your index finger, thumb tip, index finger tip, individual and universal connection. Stretch out your arms so they're straight. Lengthen your spine and then exhale, take your chin towards your chest. Breathing in deeply up to the chin. Breathing out deeply down to the root of your torso. And then squeeze the exhale into the belly center. Inhale, slowly fill. Exhale, slowly empty. Feel that natural contraction at the end of the breath. That's the new moon. They are the aponic end of the breath. Inhale once more, stretch it. Soft, soft. Exhale, stretch as well, soft, soft. Whenever your exhale completes, squeeze it up into your navel center. And then swallow. To release your throat, lift up your chin. Bring your hands together. Balanced breath. And nice big inhale. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for practice on this new moon day.